edition of Krishna book ASMR. So today we're reading chapter 11, Killing of the Demons, Vatsasura and Aghasura. Another double feature. Yay! When the twin Arjuna tree fell to the ground. Also, this Krishna book is a translation and commentary by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He has written many other titles. You may want to go and check it out too. Actually, I'm realizing that even the desktop can hear me. Just ear alert, remove your headphones. You remove it as chance. Here I go. No, okay, it's just I'm still learning about OBS and apparently this is normal. It's my laptop, there's no way this microphone could be as loud. Anywho, when the twin Arjuna trees fell to the ground, making a sound like the falling of thunderbolts, all the inhabitants of Gokula, including Nanda Maharaj, immediately came to the spot. They were very much astonished to see how the two great trees had suddenly fallen, because they could find no reason for their falling down. They were puzzled. When they saw Child Krishna bound up to the wooden mortar by the ropes of Mother Yashoda, they thought that it must have been caused by some demons. Otherwise, how was it possible? At the same time, they were very much perturbed because such uncommon incidents were always happening to Child Krishna. So if you have any children, just imagine your child is just born and calamities just seem to happen around him. Oh, he's fine. He's always fine. But will he or she always be fine? Yes, this is the constant anxiety of Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. While the coward men were thus contemplating, the small children who were playing there informed the men that the trees had fallen because Krishna had pulled the wooden mortar with the rope binding him. Krishna came in between the two trees, they explained, and the wooden mortar was topsy-turvy and stuck in between the trees. Krishna pulled the rope and the trees fell down. When the trees fell down, two very dazzling men came out of the trees and they said something to Krishna. Most coward men did not believe the statement of the children. Ah, yes, Cassandra truth. They could not believe that such a thing was at all possible. Some of the men, however, believed them and told Maharaj, "Your child is different from all the other children. He might just have done it." Nana Maharaj smiled to hear about the extraordinary ability of his son. He came forward and tied the knot just to free this wonderful child. Also, just so you know, the act of Nanda Maharaj to untie Krishna when Krishna himself could not untie himself, despite having given liberation to a pair of demigods. But this is extremely significant. You see, the rope that Mother Yashoda used to bind Krishna was not just your average rope. No, it wasn't even a magical rope. It was actually the ribbons she used, well, the silken rope she used to tie her hair. Because at the time that was the closest thing she had when she was tying her baby to the grinding mortar. But that's not just mere silken ropes. Those ropes are the manifestation of her pure maternal love for Krishna. So, spoilers if you want to conquer God. Love him. You won't be able to do anything. He'll turn into a puppet in your hands. But you need to learn to love him. And by reading the Krishna book, that's what we're learning. How to love God. I'm still trying to learn how to, but I'm making progress, and I'm making progress still. But I am not at the level of Mother Yashoda, the eternal Mother of God. After being okay, and the other person who managed to attack Krishna because Krishna's god boyfriend did tried was Nanda Baba, who also has the same type of Lord of Love as Mother Yashoda, which is above a mere friendship. It's parental love. After being freed by Nanda Maharaj, Krishna was taken onto the laps of the elder gopis. They took him away to the courtyard of the house and began to clap, praising his stroke for his wonderful activities. Krishna danced along with their clapping, just like an ordinary child. The Supreme Lord, being completely controlled by the gopis, sang and danced just like a puppet in their hand. This is the power of the Vrajavasis. Sometime, Mother Yashoda used to ask Krishna to bring her a wooden plank for sitting. Although the wooden plank was too heavy to be carried by a child, still, somehow or other, Krishna would bring it to his mother. Sometime, his father, while worshipping Narayana, would ask him to bring his wooden slippers or chappals, and Krishna, with great difficulty, would put the slippers on his head and bring them to his father. When he was asked to lift some heavy articles and was unable to lift it, he would simply move his arms. This way, daily, at every moment, it was the reservoir of all pleasure for his parents. The Lord was exhibiting such childless dealing with the inhabitant of Vrindavan because he wanted to show the great philosophers and sages searching after the absolute truth, how the supreme absolute truth, personality of Godhead, is controlled by and subjected to the desires of a spirit devoting. One day, a fruit vendor came before the house of Nanda Maharaj. Upon hearing the vendor call, "If anybody wants fruits, please come and take them from me." The child Krishna immediately took some grains in his palm and went to get fruits in exchange. In those days, exchange was by barter. Therefore, Krishna might have seen his parents acquire fruit and other things by bartering grains, and so he imitated. But his palms were very small, and he was not very careful to hold the grains tight, so he was dropping them. The vendor who came to sell fruits saw this and was very much captivated by the beauty of the Lord, so she immediately accepted whatever few grains were left in his palm and filled his hands with fruits. In the meantime, the vendor saw the whole basket of fruits had become filled with jewels. The Lord is the bestower of all benediction. If someone gives something to the Lord, he is not the loser. He is the gainer by a million times. One day, Lord Krishna, the liberator of the twin Arjuna trees, was playing with Balarama and the other children on the bank of the Yamuna. And because it was already late in the morning, Rohini, the mother of Balaram, went to call them back home. But Balaram and Krishna were so engrossed in playing with their friends that they did not wish to go back. They just engaged themselves in playing more and more. When Rohini was unable to take them back home, she went and sent Mother Yashoda to call them again. Mother Yashoda was so affectionate toward her son that as soon as she came out to call him back home, her breast filled up with milk. She loudly cried, "My dear child, please come back home. Your time for lunch is already past." She then said, "My dear Krishna, oh my dear lotus-eyed child, please come and suck my breast. You have played enough. You must be very hungry, my dear little child. You must be tired from playing for so long." She also addressed Balaram thus, "My dear Rama, the glories of your family, my dear child, please come back with your younger brother Krishna immediately. You have been engaged in playing since early morning, and you must be very tired. Please come back and take your lunch at home. Your father, Nandaraj, is waiting for you has to eat, so you must come back so that he can eat. Just give me a moment. Somebody's at the door. Right. Okay, somebody's not at the door anymore. We're all good. As soon as Krishna and Balaram heard that Nanda Maharaj was waiting for them and could not take his food in their absence, they started to return. Their playmates complained, "Oh, Krishna's leaving us just at the point when our playing is at the summit. Next time, we shall not allow him to leave." His playmates then threatened not to allow him to play with them anymore. Krishna became afraid and instead of going back home, he went back again to play with the boys. At that time, Mother Yashoda scolded the children and told Krishna, "My dear Krishna, do you think that you are a street boy? You have no home. Please come back to your home. I see that your body has become very dirty from playing since early morning. Now, come home and take your bath. Besides, today is your birthday ceremony. Therefore, you should come back home and give cows and charity to the brahmanas. Don't you see how your playmates are decorated with ornaments by their mothers? You should also be cleaned and decorated with nice dress and ornaments. Please, therefore, come back, take your bath, dress yourself nicely, and then again you may go play." In this way, Mother Yashoda called back Lord Krishna and Balaram, who are worshipable by great demigods like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. She was thinking of them as her children. When Mother Yashoda's children, Krishna and Balaram, came home, she bathed them very nicely and dressed them with ornaments. She then called the brahmanas and all her children, and through her children she gave many cows in charity for the occasion of Krishna's birthday. In this way, she performed the birthday ceremony of Krishna at home. After this incident, all the elder cowherd men assembled together, and Nanda Maharaj presided. They began to consult amongst themselves how to stop the great disturbance in Mahavan on the account of the demons. In this meeting, Upananda, the brother of Nanda Maharaj, was present. He was considered to be learned and experienced, and he was a well-wisher of Krishna and Balaram. He was a leader, and he addressed the meeting as follows. "My dear friend, now we should leave here from another place, because we are continually finding that great demons are coming here to disturb the peaceful situation, and they are especially attempting to kill the small children. Just consider Putna and Krishna. It was simply by the grace of Lord Hari that Krishna was saved from the hand of such great demons. Next, the whirlwind demon took Krishna away into the sky, but by the grace of Lord Hari, he was saved, and the demon fell down a stone slab and died. Very recently, this child was playing between two trees, and the trees fell down violently, and yet there was no injury to this child. So Lord Hari saved him. So just so you know, when Upananda says Lord Hari, he's talking about another form of Krishna called Lord Nrsimhadev, who's half lion, half man. Hare Krishna. Okay, so Lord Nrsimhadev is half lion, half man, and a lion is called Hari. So they basically bring to Krishna to save Krishna. God helped those who help themselves, so Krishna also helped himself. Considering all these incidents, we must conclude that this place is no longer safe. Let us leave. We have all been must saved from different calamities by the grace of Lord Hari. Now we should be cautious and leave this place and reside somewhere where we can live peacefully. I think we should all go to the forest known as Vrindavan, where just now there are newly grown plants and herbs. It is very suitable for pasturing ground for our cows, and we and our families, the gopis with their children, can very peacefully live there. Near Vrindavan is Govardhan Hill, which is very beautiful, and there are newly grown grass as fodder for the animals start immediately for that beautiful place, as there is no need to waste any more time. Let us prepare for all our cards immediately, and if you like, let us go, keeping all the cows in front. On hearing the statement of Upananda, all the guard men immediately agreed. Let us immediately go there. Everyone then loaded all their household furniture and utensils into the carts and prepared to go to Vrindavan. All the children, women, and old men in the village were arranged on seats, and the guard men equipped themselves with bows and arrows to follow the cart. All the cows and bulls were placed in front, along with their calves, and the men with their bows and arrows surrounded the herd and carts and began to blow their horn bugles. In this way, with tumultuous sound, they started for Vrindavan. And who can describe the damsels of Raja? They were all seated in the cart and were very beautifully dressed with the ornaments and costly saris. They chanted the pastime of child Krishna as usual. Mother Yashoda and Mother Rohini were seated on separated cart, and Krishna and Balaram were seated on their lap. While Mother Rohini and Yashoda were riding on the cart, they talked to Krishna and Balaram, and feeling the pleasure of such talk, they looked very, very beautiful. In this way, after reaching Vrindavan, where everyone lives eternally, very peacefully and happily, they encircled Vrindavan, drew all the carts together in a half circle, and in this way constructed its temporary residence. This is called the Chatigara. In Vrindavan, there's a road called Chatigara, and well, that's the place where the temporary village was set on their way to Vrindavan. When Krishna and Balaram saw the beautiful appearance of Vrindavan, Govardhan Hill, and the bank of the river Yamuna, they felt very happy. As they grew up, they began talking with their parents in other childish language. Thus they gave great pleasure to the inhabitant of Vrindavan. Soon, Krishna and Balaram had grown sufficiently to be given charge of the calves. Cowherd boys, from the very beginning of their childhood, are trained to take care of the cows, and their first responsibility is to take care of the little calves. So, along with the other little cowherd boys, Krishna and Balaram went into the pasturing ground and took charge of the calves, and there they played with their playmates. While taking charge of the calves, sometimes the two brothers played on their flute, and sometimes they played with amalaka fruit and bale fruit, just as small children plays with ball. Sometimes they danced and made tinkling sound with their ankle bell. Sometimes they made themselves into bulls and cows by covering themselves with blankets. Thus Krishna and Balaram played. The two brothers also used to imitate the sounds of bulls and cows and play like two bullfightings. Sometimes they used to imitate the sounds of various animals and birds. In this way, they enjoyed their childhood pastimes, apparently like ordinary mundane children. Mind you, this is God right there. Once, when Krishna and Balaram were playing on the bank of the Yamuna, a demon by the name Vatsasura assumed the shape of a calf and came there intending to kill the brothers. By taking the shape of a calf, the demons could mingle with other calves. Krishna, however, specifically noticed this, and Balaram upon the entrance of the demons. Both brothers then silently approached him. Krishna caught hold of the demon calf by the two hind legs and tail, whipping him around very forcibly, and threw him into a tree. The demon lost his life and fell down from the top of the tree to the ground. When the demon lay dead on the ground, all the playmates of Krishna congratulated. Well done, well done. And the demons and the demigods, in the sky showered flowers with great satisfaction. In this way, the maintaining of the complete creation, Krishna and Balaram used to take care of the calves every day, boys also drank. After drinking, and when they were sitting on the bank of the river, they saw a huge animal which looked something like a heron and was as big as a hill. Its snout was as strong as a thunderbolt. When they saw that unusual animal, they became afraid of it. The name of this beast was Aghasura. And yes, if you happen to know Japanese, yes, he's that stupid. And he was a friend of Kamsa. Case in point. He appeared on the scene suddenly and immediately attacked Krishna with his pointed sharp beak. Another showed idiocy and quickly swallowed him up. When Krishna was swallowed, all the boys, headed by Balaram, became almost breathless, as if they had died. But when the Bhagasura demon was swallowing up Krishna, he felt a burning, fiery sensation in his throat. This was due to the glowing effulgence of Krishna. The demon quickly drew Krishna up and tried to kill him by pinching him with his beak. Bakasura did not know that although Krishna was playing the part of a child of Nanda Maharaj, he was still the original father of Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe. Mother Yashoda's child, who is the reservoir of pleasure for the demigods, and who is the maintainer of the saintly persons, caught hold of the great gigantic heron by the two halves of his beak, and, before his cardboard friend bifurcated them out, just as a child very easily split a blade of grass. From the sky, the denizens of the heavenly planet showered flowers like malika, the most fragrant of all flowers, as tokens of their congratulation. Accompanying the showers of flowers was a vibration of bugles, drums, and conch shells. When the boys saw the showering of flowers and heard the celestial sounds, they were struck with wonder. And when they saw Krishna freed from the mouth of the great demon Bakasura, all of them, including Balaram, were so pleased that it seems as if they had regained their very source of life. As soon as they saw Krishna coming toward them, they, one after another, embraced the son of Nanda and held him to their chest. After this, they assembled all the calf under their charge and began to return home. When they arrived home, they spoke of the wonderful activities of the son of Nanda. When the gopis and the coward men all heard the story from the boys, they felt great happiness because naturally they loved Krishna, and by hearing about his glories and victorious activities, they became still more affectionate toward him. Thinking that child Krishna had been saved from the mouth of death, they looked upon his face with great love and affection. They were full of anxiety and could not turn their face away from the vision of Krishna. The gopis and the men began to converse among themselves about how wonderful it was that child Krishna had been attacked in so many ways and so many times by so many demons, and yet the demons himself had been killed and Krishna had remained uninjured. They continued to converse amongst themselves about how many great demons in such fierce bodies had attacked Krishna to kill him, but by the grace of Hari had not been able to cause even a slight injury. Rather, it was they that had died like small flies in the fire. Thus they remembered the word of Gargamuni, who had foretold, by dint of his vast knowledge of the Vedas and astrology, that this boy would be attacked by many demons. Now they were actually seeing that this was coming true word for word. All the coward men, including Nanda Maharaj, used to talk of the wonderful activities of Lord Krishna and Balaram, and they were always so much absorbed in those thoughts that they forgot the threefold miseries of this material existence. This is the effect of Krishna consciousness. What was enjoyed 5,000 years ago by Nanda Maharaj can still be enjoyed by Krishna conscious persons simply by talking about the transcendental pastime of Krishna and his associates. Absolutely, which is why I'm recording those videos. Even if nobody listens to it, it means they get to read and talk about Krishna. So, where's the loss? Thus, Balarama and Krishna enjoyed their childhood pastimes, imitating Lord Ramachandra's monkey, who constructed